Hi, everyone. My name's John Ottavio. I'm the Strategic Partnerships Manager here at Amica. Today, I'm joined by Jamie Smith, the co-founder and CEO of Amplify Advisors. Amplify Advisors is a full-service accounting practice and also a growth consulting firm based out of Calgary, Canada. Jamie's team at Amplify offers a holistic accounting and finance service, ranging from outsourced CFO, CPA recruitment, and consulting for technology and business strategy. They cater for small, medium businesses who typically utilize Xero and QuickBooks, as well as more enterprise-sized clients who leverage ERP systems such as NetSuite. So Jamie, thanks for joining us today.
I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Right. So look, we'll move into, I guess, the five fireside questions. A lot of your clients, you already have a understanding of, okay, if they're small, medium businesses, we're going to put them onto Xero and other applications in your tech stack. Have you ever had clients that are resistant to implementing those types of technologies outside of the core accounting software? What I mean by that is something that I guess we experience a bit at Amica is the unknowns. A lot of customers will be resistant to adopting technology because it's an unknown. It's a new thing. It's a disruption to their current processes. And something that we look to do is eliminate a lot of those unknowns by offering free guided setups for all of our activated integrations to take the users through an end-to-end setup of the integration with one of our specialized accounting experts. So is that something that is also done across Amplify when discussing the type of technology you're going to look to implement to your clients? And does that help with overcoming any resistance?
Yeah, so a couple things there. I mean, the one thing that I always tell our CFOs and our team is that at the end of the day, we are disruptive, right? And it's up to us to decide what end of the spectrum of disruption we are. So obviously, what's in the heads of the clients and what's stopping them from taking on a CFO to begin with, actually, as well as the technology, is often picturing that disruption as being chaos and having a negative impact on the employees, having the employees feel bad about prior processes and prior habits and prior costs, etc. And they don't want that negative disruption and pulling people out of what's actually making the business money, right? But you can also be disruptive in a positive way, which is not to be cheesy, but to amplify strategy and to amplify growth. And so if you constantly tie everything back to the growth and strategy of the client, I find the conversation is much easier. So if you're talking about implementing a software because it's going to save money or save time or be less manual, which I know we've talked about all that, and as accountants, we all get that. That doesn't speak to business owners. That doesn't. What speaks to business owners is understanding how I'm going to grow faster, I'm going to grow with more profit, or I'm going to achieve the purpose and the strategy that I have set out to do. That's what speaks to me as a business owner. So using that language and turning the decision around, directly tying it to the strategy that they've told you, that's not about you, that's about them. That's going to get the conversation going much faster, and it's going to let them visualize why it matters. Because if all you're talking about is transactional, in the weeds stuff, they don't actually care how hard that is for you.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean? They don't care that it takes you a long time. They don't care that it's not fun for your team. They care, but that's not inspiring. That's not going to help them make the decision.
Yeah, and I feel like it's something that needs to be reasoned with the clients. We all know that business owners are time poor, and implementing these types of technology can, in some degree, make them time rich, whereby they've got up-to-date accounting softwares, they can make more informed business decisions through the use of this technology. So I think, as you were saying, changing the angle of the conversation definitely helps minimize that resistance.
Totally. And if you know they're time sensitive, then you speak about how they can use that time to be more in touch with their team, or more in touch with their clients or customers, or driving more revenue by focusing on the new region. And so you talk about the time in the capacity that matters to them, as opposed to the time in regards to things that aren't as relevant to them.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes complete sense. Has being a cloud accounting first firm, has that actually improved lead conversion when you are talking to, customers that are exploring different options? Because as all business owners do, they want to understand what's out there in the market. How is your firm better than the other? Has having that technology stack and understanding of how technology can, enhance the customer's experience, has that actually improved your lead generation and lead conversion?
It has, and it's interesting because we don't have it all over our website. In fact, I don't even know if it's even on our website anymore, which systems we use and how we use technology to help us do our job. That's not even on our website in any prominent way, might not even be on there at all. But yet it comes up in the conversations with our sales team for sure. Absolutely does. And it also comes up actually when we do our net promoter score in our surveys with customers, it comes up in the comments quite a bit. And so where it matters to them is that, all the technologies that we put into place are providing scale that will outlast their relationship with Amplify, right? So inherently they've got that value and that setup, which is there for the lifetime of their business, regardless of how long they stay needing our services, right? Because with success, they will all outgrow our services and have their own internal team that's taking care of things. So that is like a tangible asset to them, as opposed to a service, which is never tangible, never left behind, right? And so they do absolutely see a lot of value in it. And they also recognize, that it is through technology that we have such great results in terms of timely reporting, less errors, acting quickly on decision-making analysis and things that matter to them, right? Because we have that information at our fingertips to actually get into strategic conversations, as opposed to most of them come from experiences where by the time they got financial information, it was really a compliance exercise because it was meaningless to management decisions. It was far too outdated, be it, 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. That's when they would get their financials. So it was kind of just I'm supposed to get financials. I better check there's no fraud here. And of course, send it to tax or send it to the bank or what have you. It was just a check the box exercise. And if you needed to do analysis, you didn't have access to what you needed anyways.
Yeah, no, definitely. And we've actually held some case studies on this same topic. And we found that for the accounting firms that have actually incorporated practice enablement technology, such as integrations or proposal automation software, that's actually minimized the time that they're spending on the more time consuming data entry manual type tasks. So it's freed up time that they can then spend on business development opportunities or increasing the allocation to sales budgets and areas of the business that will then grow the firm in tandem as well. Has there ever been an occasion where Amplify has, been chosen by one of your end clients just by the use of your technology?
I don't know if it's ever been the be all end all, because it's not the foot we put forward in our sales process. But certainly I think, there is a desire to be tech savvy and to work with tech savvy companies, right? So even you mentioned proposals, and it was a deal breaker for us actually to finally move to a proper proposal software where you have templates and everything set up. And now, we can do a proposal that's incredibly personal and customized within 10 minutes. And that same one used to have to go back and forth, even just to check for spelling mistakes at least 3 or 4 times. And it's just a big difference. And then, you send a proposal that doesn't have a spelling mistake, and that makes a difference, right? It's those little things that can make a difference. And I think though, when it comes to clients and how tech savvy they are, though, it is really important to actually recognize the audience. Like even today, I had a conversation with one of our CFOs who uses Decisions within Microsoft, which is a project management communication tool. But, sometimes you have to remember that not everybody on the other side is tech savvy or wants to push a button and open a new software. What in the world is this, right?
Yeah.
And so you have to know your audience a bit. And so, you know, with the proposals or with the decisions, sometimes you still have to send an old-fashioned email, right? And maybe some of them even ask, can you send it to me in PDF? And you can't get too upset about that, right? You have to accept the feedback and bring them along for the journey.
Yeah, and that's part of the educational piece as well. The beauty about the type of technology that it sounds like Amplify is implementing is it's very customizable in nature. There's never ever going to be a one size fits all model. And look, that's something that we've even found across our business as well. Creating a customizable solution that does look to fit all different use cases has been one of the main reasons why we've found so much success across so many different accounting practices on a global scale. So I can definitely reason with you on that one.